So, welcome to Drag Race Due to the Elite 4 Part 3, an erotic fanfic reading with myself and Kenya Monhart. Today we are reading the fanfic made by Uncle Deadly. Previously on Drag Race Due to the Elite 4, Mia Easylay, Pokemon drag trainer extraordinaire, arrived in Hartford City, home of the final gym in Nanacut Pokemon League. There she met Kenya Monhart, a stunningly glamorous drag trainer who she found unable to stop thinking about. She found herself unable to start thinking about. After learning of a local drag competition was a trap by Mia's evil nemesis, Ivana, who has joined Team Camp. Drop that exclamation point, Team Camp, and your Team Camp Bidoof emotes in the chat. The mysterious gym leader provided them with an actual drag competition. Instead of a normal long line of junior trainers, it actually turned out to be the one long line of poorly developed cameos by some lesser drag artists who don't need to, alright. It was Ambrosia, Roarington Roulette, Clementine Kool-Aid as the gym leader. Clementine, noticing the sexual chemistry between the two competitors, declared that they must defeat her in a 2-on-1 battle. Let's see if they succeed, and come on, I always succeed. In part 3, stormy weather!
That's stormy weather. Is this because of the hurricane that was there? This is why. I like this. This recap, I'm living, I can see this in my mind.
I hate you. The rules are simple, Clementine shouted. 2-on-2 battle. I have 4 Pokemon total. You have 2 Pokemon each. To win, you must knock out all 4 of my Pokemon before either of you lose both of yours. I don't know why she sounds like Sharon Needles in my head.
Let's hit a little cackle. Hello.
That seems a little uneven, don't you think? Mia said. Outside, something was rumbling in the distance. Clementine arched her eyebrows and pursed her lips. Seems fair to me. Would you rather go to one of those gyms in the other regions, like that normal type gym in Plainsville? She yawned. Or do you even have enough passion, uniqueness, style, and skill to prove that you are not just the best Pokemon trainer in the region, but the best drag Pokemon trainer?
Come on, Mia, we got this. Shaky shake.
Kenya said. Mia's shoulder tingled as Kenya placed her confident but very large hands on her.
It does not say large, you bitch.
Okay, fine, Mia hesitated, with her much more tiny and subtle feminine hands.
You have smaller hands.
It's not my fault I'm a woman.
I mean, I also have a better grip on things, so.
Such your life. Mia hesitated. She still didn't know that the gym leader's element was. She still didn't know puss. Was passion, uniqueness, style, and skill just puss? It's puss. Like cunt, charisma, uniqueness, nerve, talent.
Oh, that's puss.
Before them appeared Mia Scolipede and then Kenya, a Dubwool. Clementine smiled and tossed out her first 2 Pokemon, a Wishcash and a Fanfi. Go, Whiskey Rita! Go, Kahlua Rita!
I'm going to literally not.
Mia tried not to swear out loud as she realized she had just used a poison type against a ground gym leader. Scolipede was her tank, but this was bad. Still, she couldn't let Clementine see her sweat. The battle fell underway. Scolipede swung out a poison tail that hardly affected Wishcash. Dubwool tried to hard headbutt Fanfi, but was then headbutted by Wishcash and flinched. Fanfi spun into a rollout. Uh-oh. Cuddlebug, beat it with your rollout, Mia commanded. The 2 Pokemon whirled around the arena at a frightening speed. Dubwool tottered into the way of Scolipede's roll. Mia's bug sent that sheep flying. It was looking bad. It landed unconscious, forcing Kenya to recall. Hey, watch where you're rolling. Oh, that was you, sorry.
I mean, live your life. Go for it. Watch where you're rolling.
Kenya said. I'm not losing to some wannabe Whitney, Mia shouted at Clementine, ignoring Kenya.
Wannabe Whitney?
Clementine frowned and hissed softly. Fanfi collided with Scolipede and sent him skidding to a halt by Mia. He stood and shook his still makeup-covered head.
Swampert Muddy Water.
Oh. Kenya called.
Swampert Muddy Water.
Kenya called. Mia hadn't even realized that she had sent out her second Pokemon. The colossal amphibian sprayed a geyser worth of water, which picked up the dirt from the floor. It washed away Fanfi, knocking it out. Whiskey Rita didn't seem bothered at all by that attack. Come on, Cuddlebug, you've got to get in there. Try a bug bite. She patted Scolipede on the shoulder, and it took off. It opened his maw, and a dozen small shapes fluttered out, flying across to the other side and smacking Wish Cash. Ha 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 ha! Fuck you, Clementine! I'm gonna take you out with butterflies! Mia tilted her head back and cackled. Fuck you, Clementine, I'm gonna take you out with butterflies! Mia tilted her head back and cackled. Ha 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 ha!
You're at an 11.
Kenya said to herself.
I'm gonna need you to bring it down to an 8. Maybe a 7.
You're just jealous. I'm gonna win this and save your team, sorry ass.
That's not...
Kenya said.
We're supposed to be a team here.
You beat your Pokemon... Wait, oh, this is Clementine. You beat your Pokemon's mug well, Mia, but I think that it would look better with a face mask. Whiskey Rita, mud slap! Clementine called. The giant catfish turned and slapped its tail and all the mud left behind by Swampert's attack. It smacked against Cuttlebug's beautiful face, knocking the bug over and out. No, Cuttlebug, Mia called. She cradled her partner for a moment before recalling him into his beautiful netball. She pulled up another. You're going down, Kool-Aid. Oh yeah. Bulby the Bulbasaur appeared beside her.
I'm here too, you know.
Kenya said. Her Swampert landed a hammer arm, knocking out the catfish.
I mean, yeah.
2 down each, Clementine said. But now you're both in for it. Bear Rita, Rum Rita.
This has to stop a Rita. I quit a Rita.
It's Beer Rita and Rum Rita. 2 new ground types appeared. A Dugtrio in a bad blonde wig. And a Mamoswine.
Is it shiny?
No.
Aw. Swampert! Water Pulse!
Kenya shouted as soon as they materialized. Clementine had opened her mouth to shout an attack, but the ring of water smashed over her team first. Both held their own and then shook off some of the water. Bulby! Solar Beam! Mia commanded. I've never taught one once, so let's see what happens.
Yeah, let's see what's going on.
The little beautiful green dinosaur frog thing looked at her in confusion. Though there was a skylight overhead, it was night. No light to absorb. Not even any stars. Clouds turned dark and drops of water began to pelt the glass. Okay, fine! Vine Whip! The dinosaur complied. Well, see, there you go. I never used Solar Beam. It worked out.
There was no solar to beam.
I hate you. The dinosaur complied, smacking Dugtrio hard enough that one of the heads seemed to be dizzy. It's not over yet, Clementine shouted back. Dugtrio, earthquake! Her attack cut off in the middle. Another rumble echoed overheard. Something exploded somewhere outside the gym. All at once, all of the lights went out.
What the?
Kenya asked in the darkness. Oh, come on, and I was going to win, too! Hold on, there's a backup generator. It should kick on shortly, Clementine said. In the meantime, come on, Kalula Rita! A new Pokemon burst into the arena, hidden by darkness, and suddenly it released a bright pulse of light, enough that it lingered around the room as a soft light surrounded its brown equine form. Flash? Mia shouted. Mudbreak can't learn Flash. You've got a lot to learn about Nanacut still, Miss Mia. This here is a true HM Mule. Clementine! A voice called. Ambrosia and Rory ran into the arena. I wonder if Rory's gonna actually run into the room.
I don't know if you know this is cute.
I don't know. I don't think he's not the dumb child. He'll figure it out. Rory, your line is it's bad. Power's out. Generator blown.
There is a delay, so
Your line is it's bad. Power is out. Generator blown.
It's bad. Power is out. Generator blown.
This is bad, Clementine mused. Oh wait, looks like that Storm Fred, the one that was heading towards Unova, Ambrosia added. It banked east and it headed into Nanacut. Half the town's without power. They're telling people to take shelter right away. This is bad, Clementine mused. I'll say, Fred is a terrible name for a major storm, Mia mused. Clementine shot her a look. I'm sorry, but the safety of the Athenium, my people, in the town is much more important than a gym battle. You two need to get to safety. Now, where are you staying? The Pokemon Center, Mia said. They should still have power. Should I? Rory asked her boss. Yes, Clementine said. There's an old passage that leads underground to the center. It's from back in the day when, is this one of those scenes full of dialogue telling you the history of some ancient war in the Pokemon world? No one cares about that. Especially not when the event interrupts a boss battle. Can I speed up the text speed to 200 like in Pokemon Bidoof? Yeah, let's just do that. Alright, there we go. Head straight down this passageway, Rory said, holding open the door. It comes out right inside the Pokemon Center behind the regional map.
Thanks,
Kenya said. She took the flashlight. Rory offered and took the lead. Mia followed, recalling the night before when Kenya had reached out her hand to guide Mia down the considerably less dark and spooky gym hallway. She didn't need it then, but she kind of wished Kenya would offer her hand now. After a minute down the underground path, Mia stumbled. Tss, you alright? Yeah, I tripped on something. Shine the... Thanks. Oh, someone left something over there. A string of pearls? Who just drops a string of pearls on the ground randomly? Mia picked them up. Though some needed to be clean, most sparkled in the flashlight beams. You know what you should do with those? If you suggest I make them into a pearl necklace, I'm going to strangle you with them, Mia said.
I was going to say that you can sell those for lots of money at the poker market.
Kenya paused and turned back to the wicked, mirthful gleam of her eye.
Besides, if you're going to wear one, I'd hope I'd be one... Oh, wait, what? Be the one I gave you, not the one you got in the dark basement somewhere!
Ew, stop! Mia playfully shoved her. Both erupted into laughter. It echoed down the hallway and made it sound like a studio audience laugh track was encouraging their banter.
Come on.
Kenya said.
We should hurry.
She offered her hand to Mia, who gratefully accepted it. Hand in hand, they made their way down the long passage. You know what? Mia said. It's probably a good thing the battle ended when it did. I had a feeling that I was about to lose your 2 Pokemon, that you were about to lose your 2nd Pokemon and lose us the match. Maybe while we were out in the storm, we can talk. Maybe while we're out in the storm, we can talk strategy. What? Kenya's hand had snapped away from Mia's, and Kenya hurried her steps away.
Just need to stop wasting time.
Kenya said low.
Besides, we're here.
The flashlight beam flickered over the shape of a large door. Kenya banged on it 5 times, rhythmically. The flashlight flickered. Mia banged on it 5 times rhythmically, then waited. Are you mad? Mia asked. Come on, you're thicker skinned than that. I was just trying to help.
Leave it, Mia, now. Now's not the time.
Before Mia could think of a retort, someone knocked twice in answer and opened the door. Lightning flashed behind the figure on the other side, making their silhouette jump out at them. Hello! Goose said, like some sort of riffraff. Fuck Goose, you scared me, Mia said to the creepily. Hello! I tried to do the riffraff voice. How does it go? Hello. I can't do it. I just picture it more like, it's not, I don't picture it as riffraff. I picture it as like, what's the thing with Robin Williams, Mrs. Doubtfire? Hello! Hello! God. Hello, Goose said, like some sort of riffraff. Fuck, Goose, you scared me, Mia said to the creepily outfitted Pokemon Center attendant. Clementine said oh, this is you. Oh, no one's supposed to take this passage, Goose said.
Clementine sent us. She said to take shelter.
Oh, wait, Goose just got here. We'll start over.
Okay.
Over. Lightning flashed before and behind the figure on the other side, making the silhouette jump out at them. Hello, Goose said, like some sort of riffraff. Fuck, Goose, you scared me, Mia said to the creepily outfitted Pokemon Center attendant. No one is supposed to use this passage, he said.
Clementine sent us. Said to take shelter.
Kenya explained.
The storm interrupted the battle.
Goose looked over the two of them as he stepped away from the door. You should come inside. The passageway is known to flood in heavy storms. It's a design flaw, admittedly. The paradraggers stepped away through the door to a very dark Pokemon Center.
What happened here?
Kenya asked, looking around with the flashlight. Power went out, even our emergency backup generator. We're relying on just a few electric types. I have to keep them fed. You're lucky I was close to the door getting food from the storage room, Goose said. He hefted a large sack of generic brand Pokemon pellets over his shoulder. If you're gonna stay here, you can help me feed them. The lights flickered in response. You expect me to feed your Pokemon for you? Mia shouted. She huffed. Then she scoffed. Then she groaned. The other two walking with her didn't say anything, and she just kept walking down the hallway.
I thought you were gonna blow the Pokemon Center down. I was like, what the fuck?
Something twisted inside of Mia. I think the point is for me to blow you down. Something twisted inside Mia as she watched the pair of them walk ahead of her. It's just like my heart grows 3 times as too big. Or some bullshit. Men were always walking away from her. Jose, Peter. Now here were 2 more men. Goose, who had tried to offer her so much help, and then she just sneered at him, and Kenya, who was so much more than she expected. When he had still tried to act superior, she was scared to let down her defense curl and let herself be embraced again. Then she smacked into Kenya, who had stopped walking. Ow, don't just stop in the middle of a dark hallway.
We're here.
Kenya said as Goose shifted the weight of the feed sack and opened the door. Inside the room were a ton of large plastic cages. Inside them were tats, habit trails, water bottles, and giant wheels that were hooked up to the wires leading to a generator. Some of them were spinning and humming with electricity. Electricity sourced by the Pokemon inhabitants inside. Not low-budget Pikachu clones, Mia groaned. One of the real spun with a small chubby male Morpeko. Elsewhere, a Plessie and Minoon were panting next to the water bottle. Oh, that's really cute. There should be more. But we lent them out to the local human hospital last week while they had some problems. These few alone can't power the entire building. That's why Nurse Joy had to evacuate with the few other Pokemon she was treating. But we need them here to keep the power going to the electronic storage system. If lightning disrupts the power grid of the center, and these little ones can't take on the surge, there's no telling what will happen to all those digital Pokemon. Mia blanched. She had Pokemon in the storage system. Then get to feeding them! Goose tore open the bag and grabbed a couple of giant scoops. He filled them and handed one to Kenya. Here, you give this to Plessie. She's Burella Berry. And Mia, you give this one to that one. That's Count Chocula.
Oh, yay!
Deadly, you not just put my rats into this cheap fucking Pikachu copies. They're good rats, Deadly. They don't deserve it. Mia clears her throat. Why me? You want shelter? Then sure as we keep shelter, Goose said. But you work here, Mia said, looking down at the scoop. Oh, they're making me work. Goose dropped the scooper back in the bag. You know what? I'm done. I take enough grief from you trainers every day. All I want to do is help and maybe find a shiny Spiritomb in less than 10 encounters. I don't have to put up with this. It's on your head if the Pokemon in storage evaporate into digital clouds. He stormed out of the room. That was unprofessional.
That was professional.
Mia said a moment later.
Oh my god.
Kenya grabbed the second scoop and shoved it into her hand. I don't know what Weedle crawled. Oh, this is you.
I don't know what Weedle crawled up your butt and died, but maybe you should open up that Galarian Stunfisk around your heart, Mia. You should really be a kind person if you did.
Mia blinked at Kenya, who had locked her eyes on Mia. There was no malice there, no hatred, just this softness, unlike her large, unsoft, masculine hands. I'm sorry, I'm not very good at this. She waved between them, scattering Pokemon kibble over the floor. The sound caused the Puzzle to look up and sniff the air. I'm just trying to be the very best. Like no one ever was.
There's more than one way to be the best Pokemon trainer, Mia. Maybe don't try to force it so much and just focus on being the best Mia possible. I see the way you care for your Pokemon. That's the best Mia I've seen.
Mia couldn't look at Kenya. If she did, she would break. Kenya had seen straight through her, so she rested her eyes on the little electric Pokemon struggling to keep running. She hated to say it, but they were kind of cute, for poorly designed copies of a way too popular for its own good mascot Pokemon. She flipped open the clear plastic lid of the cage and poured in some food. The Plusle and Minun ran over and began to nibble fiercely. The Morpeko looked over. His yellow fur began to turn black and purple in hunger. Hold on just a minute, Count, Mia said to him. Let the girls eat and then they'll take over for you. Mia noticed more Pokemon in more of the cages. A couple of Pachirisu sucking down water like there wasn't buckets of it pouring from the sky right now. A Togedemaru and a Dedenne panting as they tried to run their chubby bodies on the wheel. Mia's heart fluttered to her chest and she asked Kenya to bring the bag closer. Please, she added. Kenya blinked in shock and complied. Together, they scooped out food, filling all the bowls in the occupied cages. The Pokemon began to take turns eating and running, giving time for the humans to refill the water bottles. All the while, the emergency lights continued to flicker, although as the Pokemon's condition began to stabilize, so too did the lights. Another bolt of lightning flashed suddenly outside. They both jumped and screamed out as a tree branch crashed through the window of the room. The Pokemon all cried out and began to hide. Only the Plusle and Minun continued to run. Water began to pour in through the window.
Oh, that's not good. We gotta cover that window, girl.
Can you try to find something flat to use? I'll take care of that branch, Mia said. Kenya nodded and started looking around. Mia dropped a Pokeball. Bulba, I know I never taught you to cut, but can you vine whip that branch and not let it drop onto the cages? Bulbasaur, he huffed. Offended, she thought that he might not be able to do it. Bulbasaur, he huffed. She picked him up and set him down on a long metal. It was different, Mia comprised, though she too had enjoyed herself. She just wasn't ready to say it. She felt something softening inside of her. But she didn't want to soften up too much too soon. But as Kenya and her looked over the Pokemon they had taken care of, as their own partners curled up together, exhausted from the battle and window repairs, she let herself hope that someday she might be able to soften up a bit more. For now, she had leaned her head against Kenya's shoulder. Come on, let's get out of drag. Or that's you.
Come on, let's get out of drag. This is no weather to be in wigs and heels.
Kenya suggested.
I'm the smart one.
After checking on the generator Pokemon one at a time, the pair headed through the mostly dark Pokemon Center. In the hostel area, they found more windows smashed. They moved some large wooden tables to block the windows and shoved some sofas against them to brace them. They moved one smaller two-seater couch to the hallway with no windows and de-dragged to the bathroom. One of the vending machines had topped over. They took some bags of Lumio Skelettes and Chalor Sables, I never knew how to say those words, and a few bottles of lemonade. They curled up on the sofa. Ooh, I want lemonade. They curled up on the sofa in the hallway. For a while, they talked about their Pokemon teams and who might be good to counter Clementine's team. But soon, exhaustion overtook them both. The storm, whose rage had tempered somewhat, lulled them both to sleep, nestled together in the love seat. Soon, some exhaustion overtook them both. The storm, whose rage had tempered somewhat, lulled them both to sleep, nestled together on the love seat.
Ooh, what is a love seat? Is that just
It's like a two-seater. Like a two-seat.
Oh, that's not that big thing. That's not the big.
Like we have a love seat. It's a two-seater.
Oh, that's okay. Well, we have.
It's a couch with two seats.
I got the blue one.
Ooh.
Pretty.
They were awoken early by the sounds of heavy footsteps and a chill in the air. Mia opened her eyes right into the large eyes of a Gengar in a nurse hat. Blah! Mia shouted, almost knocking the love seat over backwards.
Huh? What?
Kenya shouted as her adrenaline kicked in. There you are, Goose shouted as he came down the hallway.
It's fucking Goose.
You came back, Mia said. Yes, well, I do work here, and I wasn't sure about the two of you just taking care of all the Pokemon all night. Somewhere else in the center, someone's footsteps crushed some glass. The telltale sound of Nurse Joy called out, "Oh my!" Plus your
boss probably made you come back.
Kenya said. Goose grumbled. Come on, it's safe to get you two out of here. They set up a gathering point on the edge of town. The storm is mostly past, but authorities need to make sure the buildings are safe. We came back to get the Pokemon. Extracting themselves from the sofa took a little effort as their muscles were tight and sore from sleeping like that after all the exhausting activities yesterday.
What?
They found their way to the main lobby. Nurse Joy wore a hard hat with a red cross on the top of her pink hair. She found a couple potions and revives from emergency sap to give to trainers before Officer Jenny escorted them outside. Outside, Claire was handing out coffee orders and stitching torn clothing.
What if she was handing out lemonade? What if she was just handing out lemonade?
The streets were deserted. It looked nearly unreal. Blocks away and down the hills, they could see a couple flooded streets. Thankfully, from here they could walk down the half-dozen blocks to the gathering area on the way out of town without needing a boat. No sooner than they had crossed the town line than Mia's wrist began to chirp.
Is that an eyeberry?
Kenya asked, pointing to the device making the noise. An eyeberry was the latest in Poketech. It had apps for maps, training Pokemon remotely, checking her stocks, and getting annoying calls from children on Route 1 who wanted rematches but they would never be able to offer her a challenge. Yes, it had. I helped stop some thieves trying to rob the company that makes these. I thought everyone did that and got one of those, Mia said. She tapped on the screen and a face appeared. Mia, is this you? I'm so glad you answered. I've been trying to call you all night. The man said he was probably in his 40s, but didn't exactly scream daddy.
Not daddy.
Professor Charter? Mia gasped. Professor Charter was the man who gave Mia her first Pokemon. He was the regional expert in, who knows? Mia never paid attention to that part of the professor's speech. He was supposedly a cousin Professor Oak and had given her a Pokedex too. Are you safe? I heard you were headed to Hartford, he said. You, Professor this is you.
You have Professor, what is it, Charter?
Yeah.
Charter on speed dial?
It's Professor Charter Oak, because it's a Charter Oak is the state tree of Connecticut.
Damn it. This is good. I want to Connecticut
And you
out of
said,
my life.
and your rival is a...
And your rival is a villainous team? No wonder you think you're the protagonist of your own story.
Shh! Mommy's on the phone, Mia whispered. Yes, Professor, but I'm alright. I got through it okay with a friend. That's good, but that was only a little of while I'm calling. I told your dad I would.
Oh my god. told you that, like, mommy's on the phone. Yeah, I told you that. Your dad, Kenya said, not your mom?
No, my mom's a total bitch. I lived with my dad before my journey. Yeah, I know that's super weird. I'm an iconoclast. It's why you love me, Mia said. She turned once again to the professor, and the other reason? I'm on my way to pick you up. Bring your friend along too, Mia. I was tracking the storm. It was no ordinary one, Charter said. Voice trilling with excitement. Despite the boring-ass name, seriously, what the fuck's a storm, Fred? No, are you okay?
Yeah.
No, not like that. I wasn't made for no, not that. It wasn't made by normal weather patterns. And the way it's changed directions like that, Mia, I think that's the legendary Pokemon. The one in all the stories from the time of Calamity.
Calamity Ganon?
Mia blinked. You know, my life's work studying the effects of Calamity on Pokemon. You went to like 6 lectures I gave on this before I gave you your starter Pokemon. Let's see, Mia blinked. You know my life study's work? Oh yeah, right? Mia didn't. Oh yeah, right, Mia said. She didn't remember any of it. Well, I'll refresh your memory on the way. On the way to where, Professor? Where else? Frizzle Mountain and the Thorn of Storms. That's where the legendary Pokemon will be. Capturing it is the only way to stop the storm. And you get to be the one to capture it, Mia! Mia couldn't contain her smile. Cool. Just what is this legendary Pokemon? Will Mia be able to capture it? Will she ever finish her battle with Clementine Kool-Aid? Will she ever give up on her love of bug Pokemon and become a dedicated Pikachu clone trainer and name them all after obscure breakfast cereals? Probably not the last one, but for the rest of the answers, tune in next time to part 4 of Drag Racing You to the Elite Four.
Dun 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 dun. Alright, enough with the sexy music. The sexy, soft jazz.
Yay! Also, the Switch sound has been on this entire time, and nobody said anything. 226, we're at 226.
Oh. Like the Switch music?
Yeah. I'm shook.
I'm gagged.
How do we feel? Kenya, thank you for joining today.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate you very much.
I appreciate you too. I gotta go for a photo shoot now. So.
Okay.
Y'all have fun. Be safe.
Everybody say bye, Kenya.
Bye.
Bye.
Ugh.